PlayStation gamers were recently treated to an entire showcase of amazing games. But did you know that 12 of those are actually coming to Xbox as well? Ahoy folks, Craig signing in for Pure Xbox, and I'm going to share with you these 12 games, which I'm actually surprised there's some pretty big names in there. So let's just jump into it. First up, we have the Talos Principle 2. No release date deeper than a vague 2023, but it's coming this year, so that's pretty cool. For those unfamiliar with the TP franchise, we're basically gonna get a sequel to the 2014's hit puzzle-solving sci-fi story, which explores the philosophy of human consciousness. You know, light stuff like that. I guess we'll be playing as a robot and participating in a series of puzzles to define what makes a human human. Very deep stuff here, but cool. Sequels, get your sequels here because we have another one. Ghost Runner 2 joins the vague 2023 launch party gang, but the fast-paced, shiny, slashy entry from One More Level looks to expand upon everything it built in its original game, and we Xbox folk can look forward to unleashing all of our new cyber ninja powers to a gnarly synthwave soundtrack at some point this year. I was watching the trailer for Mortals of Avium, and I was thinking, I know this Jack fella. I know his face, and I thought he seemed familiar. Then I realized it's actually Paxton Hall Yoshida from Never Have I Ever, which is a fun fact, I suppose, but you know what's also fun? Magic. And it looks like there's plenty of it to go around in this game. For some reason, it gives me like Doom, but with magic spells and stuff, which could be cool, especially since there isn't that long to wait because it's landing on Xbox July 20th. Okay, hear me out. I am more excited for Neva than I am for anything else that was shown at the PlayStation Showcase. And there was some pretty big hitters in there. We were treated to straight up heartbreak in this trailer, which for some reason I feel like I'm a sucker for. Like, introduce a badass wolf, deer, queen, dog thing like Princess Mononoke, and just bin her off immediately without a moment's notice. I think I'm tearing up thinking about it. But for anyone who's experienced Nomada Studios' mastercrafted Grease, well, you've got to be excited for this one. I've got a good feline about Cat Quest Pirates of Caribbean. I mean, I haven't personally touched a Cat Quest game in my entire life, but I hear they're pretty fun. Maybe Pirates of the Caribbean will be my first open-world cat-themed RPG adventure, although there is a bit of a wait on this one as we're looking to get our paws on it around 2024 sometime. Teardown is a heisty hoot of a time. Tuxedo Labs launched their game in an early access build on PC way back in 2020, which showcased some rather impressive destructible environments for players to manipulate to pull off timed heists. To be honest, I played this back in the day and spent the majority of my time driving trucks into walls just because it was fun to topple buildings. Anyway, it is coming to Xbox this year, which is pretty darned great. Next up is a charismatic adventure that literally jumps off the page and into our Xbox at some point this year. The Plucky Squire is an imaginative action-adventure game that blends the 2D and 3D worlds together. With shades of Zelda's A Link Between Worlds and Link's Awakening, at least the remaster, get ready to go on a quest across the pages and into our bedrooms in what looks like a plucking good time. At first, I thought this was a gritty retelling of DreamWorks' 1998 family feature film, Ants, which literally traumatized us all as children, but I was disappointed when I realized that we're actually getting Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater on bloody Xbox. Now, it is a Kojima-less Konami, but they have said that this is going to be a faithful recreation of the original story, its game design, but evolving the gameplay and adding some polish to the visuals, you know, just bringing it up to date. And although the announcement came with zero news on release, I genuinely cannot wait for this. But still, I kind of want that Ants game now too, so... The Remedy verse is expanding! Alan Wake 2 is hitting store shelves October 17th, 2023, and I, for one, cannot wait to return to the lakeside town of Bright Falls once again. Ritualistic murders, a writer trapped in a nightmare, and a second protagonist in the shape of This Is Us star Melanie LeBird. Oh, and not to mention Sam Lake, the face of Max Payne, is playing Melanie's FBI partner in crime. Honestly, there's so much to unpack in this trailer, but all we really need to know at this point is Alan is back this year and will experience his story on the big green machine. Another October release sure to please the masses is Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now, I haven't been hyped for an Assassin's Creed game since the second game, which is a long time ago, but what we're seeing is a much more grounded return to the franchise's core roots. Expect to get stuck into what turned Mirage protagonist Basim from a regular Joe into a master assassin when it comes to Xbox October 12th. No word on a release for Dragon's Dogma 2, and at first glance I thought PlayStation goers were getting a sequel to PlayStation exclusive The Last Guardian, so I was happy to see that the action RPG is on its way to Xbox. It's been an entire year since Dragon's Dogma 2 was first announced, and an entire decade since the original release. So Capcom, did a good job of making us wait for it. From what we can see, the combat looks spot on. There's this one shot of this griffin getting absolutely railed in the air, which looked pretty darned impressive. And we genuinely think that this is going to be a solid entry. Now, to round up the PlayStation on Xbox showcase, we have a brand new IP from the creators of Halo and Destiny. Marathon is Bungie's first new game since they went hard on Destiny for almost a decade. And honestly, we just can't wait to see more. What looks like a sci-fi PvP extraction shooter, we expect to compete with other teams for riches, loot, and the like, as well as renown and fancy outfits or something along those lines. But as it stands, there is no information on when Marathon will likely launch. However, we do remain pretty darned excited and ready for when that time comes. Well, there you have it. That was the PlayStation Showcase, but we all know that this was just a little warm-up gig for the Xbox Game Studios and Bethesda show that will happen on June 11th. So do let me know in the comments below which of these Xbox games you are very much looking forward to. And as always, remember to like and comment and subscribe and do all of those things that you would do. Oh, and also be sure to head on over to purexbox.com for all of the latest news, reviews, and previews. As for now, I've been Craig, signing off. Cheerio!